Hey there, your results are in. This quick snapshot tells me that right now, today, you feel like you're merely surviving life. But I've got a suspicion you kind of knew that already. So I want you to do two things for me right now. First is to remember this is just a snapshot. This is how you feel today. And even if you felt like this for a while, things can change. Secondly, don't panic. It's not a life sentence for living in survival mode. Everyone I've ever met says they'd rather thrive than survive. I mean, who wouldn't? Just surviving life is exhausting, overwhelming, and full of worry and pain and grief and feeling like the life we'd rather lead is being kept from us somehow. And unfortunately, you know that all too well, and I am so sorry. I know you'd rather be thriving. It's so much better. I like to say that thriving is surviving with benefits. We feel alive, vibrant, at peace, connected to those around us and to God. And we feel like we have a purpose and a future to look forward to. But unfortunately, that's not always the way, is it? Life knocks the wind out of us and sweeps us out to sea, where we feel like we're drowning and we're thrown into survival mode, battling on, just trying to stay afloat and get through each day. You get it, I get it. And I get it because that's exactly where I was myself after losing both my mum and my sister Jo to cancer. And then just 6 weeks after losing Jo, I was diagnosed. Eventually, surviving was all I was doing. But over time, I discovered how to break free of survival mode and begin to thrive. I learned that life doesn't have to be pain-free to be full, and I want to help you discover and live that too. It's really a three-step process, and I wish I could guarantee that it would lead to a happy, skippy, healthy, wealthy, perfect life, but I can't. But what it will do is help you grab hold of the abundant life God has for you, no matter what life chucks your way. First, we need to deal with the rubbish we believe when life sweeps us out to sea. No one's immune to this kind of stuff, even me, a pastor's wife. We end up believing this rubbish about ourselves and about God, and unfortunately, it holds us back from thriving. Then we need to replace that rubbish with the truth about who and whose we are. Only then can we move on to the third step, and that's to start doing things right where we are to help us not waiting for life to calm down or to stop hurting. And these things I call my practices for thriving. And I outline all 7 of these in more detail in this email down below, so you can dive in straight away. So don't forget to read the rest of the email. Remember, friend, you might be stuck in survival mode right now, but it is possible to break free and thrive. God has so much more for you. He isn't going anywhere, and He loves you, and with Him, life doesn't have to be pain-free to be full. I want you to go live it. If I can do it, you can too.